Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Breathe and Budget. If you're new here, my name is Taryn, and here we talk all about budgeting, intentional spending, and the way our finances impact our lifestyle. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I set up and use my budget calendar. It's one of the simplest tools to keep your bills, your paychecks, and your financial goals organized so nothing gets missed. I like starting my week on Monday because it keeps my weekends grouped together and it just makes the flow of the week easier for me. Now let's set up this calendar. The very first thing I do is mark our paydays. My husband and I each get paid twice a month, so I assign a highlighter color to each of our pay periods so it's easy to see at a glance which paycheck is covering which expense. Next, I add all of our fixed expenses. These are bills that happen regularly, usually around the same amount each month. Think rent or mortgage, utilities, car payment, insurance, your subscriptions like streaming, memberships, your internet, cell phone bill, and any loan payments. It's important to make sure you don't forget anything, so double check your past statements if you're unsure, and be sure to note the due date for each bill because that determines which paycheck will cover it. This is also a time to add any upcoming events, holidays, or special obligations like birthdays, school fees, annual memberships, or trips. That way you're not caught off guard and you can set aside money in advance. Planning for these ahead of time means they become part of your budget instead of a surprise expense. Take, for example, Labor Day weekend. That's at the end of August. Perhaps you want to have a barbecue or you want to go to the beach. Add it so you can make it part of your budget. Once my bills are listed, I highlight each one in the color of the paycheck that will cover it. Here's what I mean. The paycheck you receive before a bill's due date is the one that will cover it. So if a bill is due on the 10th and you get paid on the 7th, that paycheck will be highlighted the same color as that bill. I also think about pay periods as time blocks. The bills that occur between one paycheck and the next are funded by the paycheck that comes right before that block starts. This way, I'm never wondering which paycheck is going to cover this bill, or I don't overspend on that paycheck knowing I have these obligations. I can see it instantly from my calendar. By the time the bill is due, the money is already set aside in my budget for it. So this method keeps me from scrambling at the last minute or, like I said, accidentally spending money I actually need for bills. So now let's talk about budgeting forward. I budget forward, meaning I plan out my money before it arrives. This method works no matter how often you get paid, weekly, bi-weekly, twice a month, or monthly. The calendar just becomes your central hub for all your financial responsibilities, so nothing slips through the cracks. Now, if you're living paycheck to paycheck or feel like you can't save or invest because you just don't have enough money left over, I want to encourage you to look back at your spending for the past 3 months. Ask yourself, are there subscriptions you can pause or cancel for now? Can you call your cell phone or internet provider and ask about promotions or discounts? Even small changes can free up cash. You might also notice there's areas that you tend to overspend. Cutting back here could help you put more money towards important goals like an emergency fund, vehicle maintenance, or investments. My very first sinking fund was Christmas, because before that, I was putting holiday shopping on a credit card every year. Even though I thought I was getting a great Black Friday deal, the truth was by the time I paid off the card plus the interest, those deals weren't so great anymore. So now I save for Christmas all year long and it is stress-free. Now that my budget calendar is complete, I can move on to my paycheck breakdowns, looking at each paycheck individually and making sure each one is planned with intention. So our money is actively supporting our financial and lifestyle goals. So that's how I create and use my budget calendar. It's simple, it's visual, and it keeps me financially prepared for bills, events, and goals. And if you try this method, I'd love to hear how it works for you. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. And until next time, don't forget to breathe.